Thank you very much for joining the Tour podcast. We are here again with Bright Minds in the Tourism. My name is Julius, the team leader for the Tour Operators Academy, and I am glad to see every one of you joining. For those who are joining us on TikTok Live, thank you very, very much. We encourage you to join up and share the video. Let every one of us know that with the time, we want to have the tourism industry mattering to us. You know, and that's the reason as why the academy is there. And I am so excited about everyone's love for the academy and everyone who's enthusiastic to learn. Thank you very, very much. And we will be having this podcast running on different days, especially the live ones. But for the television one, we shall be communicating to you on which day that we shall be on Faraja Digital Television. And therefore, we want to thank you, the team from Faraja Digital Television, for hosting us as tour operators. It is very important that the voice of the tourism industry is also heard. I have not seen this program anywhere. We have not seen this program anywhere, even on our different television sets. And therefore, that means that whatever Faraja Digital Television is doing for us is very, very important for us as tour operators. And when we share the time that we will be on the television, we want to encourage you to follow Faraja Digital Television. It's already online. They have been always known for the East African Youth Parliament, but now we want to take another route into tourism, which is very, very good. So we want to appreciate the Faraja Digital Television's team for allowing us to be on their set. So on the podcast today, I have Bright Minds. All of them are CEOs, and I'm going to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves, starting from my left, please.
I take this opportunity to first of all thank the Faraja TV, the team that we work together. It's a big pleasure that we're in such an environment and setting to share such minds to the people who are outside there. We also thank the people who are on the live. You're doing a great work to join us. And by names, I'm called Dennis Agaba, Agasaro Safaris. So I'm the team lead of Agasaro Safaris. We've been in business for 5 years, 5+ years, and it's quite an interesting venture for people. We advise people who are willing to venture into this business to come and join tourism. We develop tourism because this is the only thing that we are left with in this Uganda of ours that we have to protect, that has to come with sustainability. And once again, I welcome you all to this podcast, and we shall set rolling with every idea we have to share with you. It was a pleasure indeed to be on such an avenue with great minds today.
Next to her is a lady. We'll give us an opportunity to introduce herself.
Hello everyone, I'm Agnes Morera, Bonudi Safaris team leader. I'm so happy to be here, and I hope we are going to learn something from this today. Thank you for having me.
Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well, and I welcome you to this podcast today. My name's Lynn Tendo. I work with Kambu Tours and Travel. I welcome you all, and let's hope that you're going to learn something from what we are doing today, and more is coming. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Derek Remember. I'm the CEO and founder of Veronic Tours and Travel.
The only remember we have, it's called Derek Remember, or Remember Derek. Yes.
It's a pleasure to be here today, sitting with these great minds. We welcome you. Thank you for joining. Those who are watching on TikTok, you're most welcome. Whichever platform you're watching from, welcome you. Big up to the Tour Operators Academy, Faraja TV. We expect a lot. Stay tuned.
This man has passed in summary.
Yeah.
Yes. Hi everyone. I hope you're doing fine. As usual, Daniel.
Somebody was saying you're not there. You were seeing your seat empty when you're setting up the live. Yes.
I am here. Whoever is that was on TikTok live.
Yeah.
So guys, Daniel Chiza is my name. Solely known as the Hot
Muchiga.
Yes. I am the hottest Muchiga in Kampala here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am the hot Muchiga Daniel Chiza, and I am the trip architect for Kwezi Adventures.
Yeah.
We are a company that has been in the industry for Personally, my own experience is 5 years as well, but Kwezi Adventures is fairly a new company.
Yeah,
but
coming to 2 years, something
yes,
like that.
Yes,
yeah.
coming to 2 years. But we are ready to work and we are ready to do what needs to be done
Awesome.
to push the tourism of this industry. And I can gladly say that I'm the only one who specializes in
Yeah.
helicopter safaris in this country.
Yes.
I specialize in helicopter safaris in this country. So if you need helicopters, be sure to contact me. I'm the right person to come to.
So that's the mind which we took us by the last time when we were having the routing safaris for tourists. That's very good. And yes, we are going to have. Let me tell you, for people who are watching us, we are going to have the best tour companies in just a few times. You know, we want to have the best, the most incoming, and that's why we are very intentional that any person that goes through the academy, yeah, is going to have one of the biggest and the strongest tour companies running so far. So we are going to dive into our conversation today, and our conversation today is about branding and storytelling in the tourism industry. Branding and storytelling in the tourism industry. And I'm going to ask the bright minds what they think about branding. And let me start with Daniel, the other side. Dan, what do you think about branding in the tourism?
Branding, first of all, let us discuss what is branding.
Yeah.
What is branding? What do you understand by the definition of the word branding? Branding, I would summarize it in this way without going into too much detail. Branding is identity. What is your company identity? What does your company identify as, especially in this tourism sector that we are in? Most people don't have any unique selling point. Most people don't have anything that makes their company, that they don't have a clear branding for their company. Today you're seeing them in business tours, tomorrow you're seeing them in culture, tomorrow they don't have that one specific niche, one branding identity.
Maybe what you're trying to mean is a company should come up with a visual story,
Yes.
kind of attached to them, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So a branding, something that identifies your company, that when someone sees let's say a logo, they know that is Kwezi Adventures.
Yes.
When they see a certain level of service, they can relate it to your company. That is branding.
Okay.
Now, for example, when you look at Ronix's logo, I've not seen it anywhere.
Yeah.
And when I see it somewhere, I know this is Ronix.
This is Ronix.
When I see Agasaro's logo,
Yeah.
it is clear that is Agasaro's
Yeah.
logo. I
Yeah.
know it is him.
Yeah.
When I search through culture tours or private culture luxury, Agasaro comes up somewhere,
Yeah.
and I will know that is him.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So branding specifically, I would term it as identity. What do you identify as?
Also to supplement on his point, branding also attaches to your intellectual property as a company.
Yeah.
Because by the time you stand up to say, I belong to this company, this is a legal entity or a legal property that is attached to you. So we have to, and we ought to, protect the image and also preserve the image of these brands that we have created.
Yeah.
And more so, they are usually also attached to our personal brand. So the moment you come out and you say you need to make a brand of yourself, make sure it is having the same motion, it is aligning with the clear objectives of your operations, of your niche that you've zeroed down to, and basically you'll be a good person or a good business when things move later on and they are much better.
Yeah. But Lynn, what do you say about branding in your own perspective?
Thank you very much, Mr. Julius.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be here. I think, in my own perspective, branding may also not be just a slogan or the company colors, but also the experience that you deliver to your clients,
Yeah.
the memorable memories that they carry home
Yeah.
also shows part of your branding,
Wow.
because they carry your branding with them to their destinations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ronick, today you decided to brand so that you can define to us what really branding is.
Well, to me, branding is the way you are perceived, the way people know you.
Yeah.
For us at Ronick Tours and Travel,
Yeah.
branding is beyond logos and themes, like Lynn is saying. It's the feeling that a client gets before, during, and after the trip.
Yeah.
When someone hears Ronic Tours and Travel,
Yeah.
what do they think?
Yeah.
Like, we want someone to think,
Yeah.
okay, Ronic Tours and Travel, this is a Ugandan,
Yeah.
number one,
Yeah.
authentic,
Yeah.
reliable,
Yeah.
no surprises.
Yeah.
It's all that's how they feel when they hear Ronic Tours and Travel. So it is how you're perceived.
Yeah.
It is beyond just the visuals.
Yeah.
It is, you know, there is visibility, but you know, when you create visibility and you have poor services, you won't last.
Yeah.
You won't last long. And when you have very excellent services and you're not visible,
Yeah.
no one will come to you.
Yeah.
So branding is a package of your reputation. It is how you promise and how you deliver, both.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I perceive branding.
I was at Bunuri Safaris, and I saw very nice branding of the office. Maybe later tell us also, because tour operators out there want to know, you know, how.
For me, branding is the promise and the experience. You, like, for example, if you brand yourself like authentic,
Yeah.
you should exactly put that out. Like, they should experience that when they come to you.
Yeah.
It's the experience your clients are going to get when they come to you. It shouldn't be other way of experience. You should, the way you brand yourself should be the same way you
Deliver.
give out. Yeah. So for me, about my office, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just I love nice things, and I feel like my clients should really feel safe when they come to me.
Yeah.
It's about that, just the safety, and yeah.
Yeah. So I want to ask Dennis, how, as a tour operator who's watching us, there are those who are watching us, how can they, you know, brand themselves? Because I think we all know that branding is a language.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a language that we are supposed to speak. As tour operators, branding is the language that we are supposed to speak. So maybe share with us, how can I position myself as a tour operator? Yeah, to brand myself so that before I go somewhere, there's a language that is speaking already.
Okay, so we need to first of all understand which kinds of branding we are talking about, because brand also comes in different formats, not only your logo, not only your service provision, but also through several platforms. I'll talk about social media as one of them.
Okay.
Your website is one of them. So there are a lot of avenues that you can utilize to have your brand out, basing on what the question is we have on the table of how you get your brand to be known and how you attach to yourself. So we look at all those avenues. We have to create a consistent brand throughout wherever we are, so that you don't have a brand that today you are saying Agasaro, tomorrow you are saying Safaris. Those are two different, okay, they mean one, but you should have a consistency of what you mean as your brand. So take this out, make sure it is shown to the people through the right audiences. Let's say I've talked about social media. You have TikTok. As you people now have joined TikTok, you know you have subscribed to Tour Operators Academy. So it is a brand. That's the same thing that I'm trying to mean. That get along and tag with your brand, move with it to the social media platforms, move with it to the websites, move with it to the expos where you go and promote your brand, because you might think it is only part of getting market, but it's also brand visibility out there. I wanted to supplement something before everyone that goes away from the word branding. Branding also, we are forgetting that in branding, we usually have to get to know the type of business we are doing. And if you know the type of business, you have to get the proper alignments in terms of colors, themes. This should ideally match with the kind of sector you're dealing with. I don't expect a tourism company to come out with a logo or color brands that are very contrary to the safari business or to the nature business. So in whatever you're doing, try to know that if it is tour operations, get colors that are very closer to nature, because this aligns with the audience you want to target. Yes, so you can't expect to have a yellow logo, yes, I will not say that yellow we should miss out from your colors, but don't have it completely yellow. I'm not attacking political or red. I'm not
Don't
trying to be
bring
political.
issues here.
Yes, I'm not being political, but it's a theme that we have to attach ourselves to nature, since this is tourism.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's my submission about positioning.
Express Safari says, I think branding also starts with you as a person. Ronique,
Oh, my
tell us about that.
Yes, he's very right. Branding starts with you as a person.
person.
And I think, or I would advise someone while doing their branding, not to be too extreme. You understand what I mean? Don't brand what you wish to be. Brand what you are, and work hard to be better and excellent at it.
Okay.
I think that's very, very important.
Okay.
There is seeing a brand, maybe a company, let's say you see a safari company in Kenya, and you admire what they do, and you admire where they are, and you wish you could be like them, and then you start branding like them.
Yeah.
Understand, this is the fact. You will never deliver what they deliver.
Yeah.
And if a client books Ronique Tours and Travel
Yeah.
in Uganda, he expects Uganda. He expects Ronique Tours and Travel.
Yeah.
And if I'm trying to brand as a safari company elsewhere,
Yeah.
I will not deliver Uganda. It means I'm trying to copy paste whatever they are doing,
Yeah.
and what they are doing is maybe Kenya or Tanzania.
Yeah.
It will not be Uganda.
Yes.
So it is very, very important to brand what you are.
As a person.
And that, like that, it will be very easy for you to deliver because it's what you are. Yes, that's what I think.
Just to add to his submission, sorry, before I don't want to get off. You see, it is very hard. I think we were with you, Julius, when we went to Wahika State in
Yes,
Masindi that
yes,
time.
yes.
And this gentleman told us these two people came for an interview. Now we are talking about branding about yourself. These two people were coming for an interview.
Yeah.
One, and the deal was for almost $1 million. Yeah. And one of these people is like, you know what? This guy appears in. He was coming on the way, and rain hit him. You know.
Yeah.
He appeared and he was wearing the Shabe
Yeah.
Ramshackle, but he had come for a deal of $1 million.
And he was smart about it, by the way.
His intellectual capacity was good. His proposal was good.
Yes.
But this other guy came in a V8 with a chauffeur. They opened the door for him, and he got out of the car. Rain did hit him. This guy was smart. Who do you think got the deal? It didn't matter whether this guy was brilliant. It didn't matter whether this guy had all the papers in order. How he branded, how he presented himself mattered a lot. This other guy who came in a V8 with a chauffeur, he had capacity. He's buying a 400 million Uganda shilling car. You have come on a border and
Okay. Now, so what Daniel is trying to mean, please, is first impression. First expression is your first impression, please. So when the question has been aired out, and that's what all our team are trying to agree with, that the way you present yourself, that's your personal brand. It will be carried upon to your business brand. But make sure you give the first expression that is outstanding to mean your brand. Then the impressions will come after. Yes.
Susan Echo says, I think your logo should be able to say what you do without you explaining anything. Now that's very important because you see Shell, when you look at Shell, it speaks
Itself.
Their logo speaks. I think that is very, very important. And I think what I want to give Lynn an opportunity to explain that on how your logo speaks, especially in branding for a tour operator, because as a tour operator, your logo speaks a lot. What is it saying out there to somebody that you're selling to? So that's very important. I see. Yes, Lynn.
Yeah, actually, Dennis had talked about it earlier on. That if you're in tourism, I wouldn't expect your logo to look like you're a mechanic. You get that? If let's say you're doing safaris, at least let it speak that. Let it speak tourism. Instead of having weird colors that don't match the nature, having maybe
The attributes you have in, they don't really match
Yes.
nature. You trying to be in safaris and then your logo is, that's what
the
Julius
logo
just
speaks
says. Yes, it's
differently from
contrary
what
to
you're
what
doing.
you say.
Actually, that reminds me, there's a person who had a website, and the website, they had put a ginger tour, but on the picture they had put a lion. And so we were like, okay, yeah, you're selling a ginger tour with a lion, which really,
There are even those who sell Maction
Uh-huh.
and they put a zebra.
Yeah.
And you're like, seriously?
yeah. Travel specialist, thank you very much for joining, and for those people who are going to watch us on Varaja Television, thank you very much. Travel specialist had an idea. The next time you turn the other way camera, I cannot do it right now, travel specialist, but I want to go to this again. These days, tour companies have the same logos. Banai, what should we do about that, especially in branding? Before I go on storytelling, that is very important.
From where Julius has ended the question, or that supplement from TikTok,
Yeah.
we appreciate
Express
such
Safaris.
Express Safaris. Thanks so much for that question.
Yeah.
Yes, I personally am a victim of that.
Yeah.
But being a victim does not mean that you survive. But one thing that I'll emphasize mostly is, once you air out your brand, don't just only stop with URSB, please. URSB has very many components, such as the IP. IP is intellectual property. Please go ahead and pursue your intellectual property for your logo. So with that matter, that there are a lot of companies, yes, me personally, I know them, they're around 6. I will not blow the trumpet, but whoever is dealing in a logo that has a resemblance of mine, that is not right. Professionally, intellectually, and legally.
Yeah.
So it carries legal implications. So whoever that mimics someone's logo, you should be creative enough that you have to create an outstanding logo that represents yourself, and also be very unique, to the point that it is so different from anybody else. That's part of branding. That's why my colleague Ronick was saying, make a unique brand, and it stands out that it's completely different from anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, we are so open. The world is so creative. Things have changed around. So you don't need to copy paste. That won't really help you in this business. You should stand out and be unique about yourself.
Prince Timothy says that one of the things that we miss out before we can even brand ourselves is, what do we want to sell? I want to give that opportunity to Agi from Bonodi. How can I know, when I'm branding myself as a tour operator? Yeah, how can I know what to sell? Because that's you talked about helicopter safaris. Yeah, so yes, Agi.
I feel like when you brand yourself, first of all, for you to join tourism, first of all, what do you love to sell about tourism? What do you like about tourism? First of all, for you to know what to sell, do you love tourism? Do you love your country, for you to sell it out?
Yeah.
So if you don't love Uganda, I don't think it will be easy for you to sell it. You first have to love your country. You have to know your country. What do you have to sell? Like, for you to know how to sell, you have to first know exactly what is tourism, what is Uganda in first place. So yeah, it's all about loving your country, loving tourism. If you don't love that, it will be hard for you to sell it. It will really, really be hard for you. And to push you to copy, and it will be not easy. Be authentic, and to be.
You forgive us, Hassan from Let's Talk Tourism says that the camera say. So next time we will do the best. We cannot really leave the live because we are also doing a live from Faraja Digital Television, which is very important. Yeah, thank you. Our producer is going to help us on that to make it portrait. They are saying that we make it portrait so that other people can see. So they will help out on that. Let's Talk Tourism. Thank you very, very much. Tour Operators Academy, we are here to help out to other tour operators on how best we can do this, how best we can sell. Our producer has helped us on that. Thank you very much for that. Next, we are going to go on storytelling. After branding, it is very important that we get to know on storytelling. Lynn, what do you mean? What comes to your mind when somebody says storytelling in tourism?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now about storytelling. The best thing about storytelling is that even when you have not seen anything, and this person tells you about, about let's say gorilla tracking, And I'm like, Julius, do you know what we like? Last week we were in Windy. We did this. We saw these magnificent gorillas. Like their families. We had an hour with them. And like, what do you get from that? Of course, you'll be like, oh wow, I would wish to be there. So this is about storytelling. It is storytelling is even more than facts. You get, because when I tell you about something, you're like, hey man, I want to be there. So maybe next time when you find the menu, you're like, okay, Lynn, let's go. Let's go check this out, because you really told me a great story about the gorillas.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. But before we proceed with the storytelling, there's a question here that is very important. I know Dennis talked about it, and I think we need to answer. Let's talk tourism. How often do a company logo be modified? Yeah, and their way, is there a legal way where you can own a logo? I am going to allow Dennis to do that because he has faced it, and maybe in 1 minute then we can continue to the storytelling with Daniel.
Once again, who has asked the question?
This is Let's Talk Tourism. Hassan.
Let's talk tourism. Yeah. So about modifications, usually what I would advise you people is before you run into having your logo out, please do a thorough background research. I'm answering your question directly now. Where do you go for that? We have a portfolio in URSB. It's called the IP. IP means intellectual property. You are allowed, anybody is allowed to go and make a thorough research background of their company logo, and then assume the trademark is called a trademark or a legal patent to that that logo. And exactly that's the same thing that Julius is trying to say. I had that challenge, and eventually the logo that belongs to Agasaro Safaris legally in Uganda is supposed to belong to Agasaro Safaris. So whoever that has anything slightly mimicking or getting closer to that angle, it is not right. And it is my best advice to you is please go ahead and redesign, rebrand yourself, and be safe, because when legal actions take course, the further will not be sweet for us all. So let's try
to have patent rights. You can actually register your logo as a tour operator. You can register your logo and then put patent rights, so nobody else can duplicate it. Yeah. So because obviously we are in a time where we have to embrace AI, and sometimes AI will design a logo that looks like for another person. So and yet really it is unique, or it can actually design for you a logo that can be yours specifically. So what Dennis is trying to say is that put rights to whatever. If it looks like for another person, yeah, make sure that you get another one and then put rights to it so that it's not duplicated. So it's also important that you don't have to duplicate another person's logo, especially in branding, or else somebody else is going to sell your trip, yeah, in your name. And those things are happening, by the way. And so, and those are some of the things that we want to resolve as the academy, where the thing of other people stealing other businesses in people's names and people's identities is stopped. Storytelling, Daniel.
So in regards to that issue of storytelling,
in tourism,
yeah, let me give this example.
Yeah.
Lynn gave an example of a gorilla trek.
Yeah.
I'll give a different example, because me, I deal more with helicopters, and of course I do the others. But you imagine flying from Kajansi,
yeah,
flying over the Makshon Falls,
yeah.
Just that flight over the falls,
yeah,
just down. Imagine having a bush breakfast in the wild in Makshon Falls.
Yeah.
Imagine a game drive from the bush breakfast.
Yeah.
Having lunch at one of the prominent lodges in Makshon Falls, Nile Safari Lodge, overlooking the River Nile.
Yeah.
And after that, you get a boat cruise, a private boat cruise to the bottom of the falls.
Yeah.
Then you fly back to Kajansi in one day. How does that make you feel?
Beautiful.
What do you know the reason why? It's number one, you're going to have a good experience. I've described the experience. Number one, it's time sensitive, meaning you can do that in one day.
Yeah.
I don't even have to explain to you when I say Kajansi.
Yeah.
That already means I'm going to do everything in one day.
Yeah.
So the other thing about storytelling, even because since we are under the issue of branding, when you are telling a story, even on your website, the story should match your website. What you are describing, the storyline. And on your website, do you have testimonials? You know, we have that issue, and actually, someone recently encouraged me and told me, you know what you're going to do. At some point, you're going to have to include visual testimonials. That tells a bigger story to someone who wants to book with you. Because if someone if someone goes on your website and goes testimonials, and there are different clients giving testimonials, and someone is like, you guys, I was in let's say I'm going to use Lenny's example. We flew to clouds. I did gorilla trekking, and as we were in the forest, this gorilla came up to me and kicked me. Those kinds of things, number one, elevate your brand, and the storytelling aspect comes out even without you trying.
Awesome.
So Daniel, what is trying to mean, sorry for cutting you short, but the whole point is storytelling, for me, I understand it in only 4 words. Experience, expertise, authority, and trust. That is my storytelling part. So whatever you have to storytell, make sure it runs across those 4 entities, those 4 words. You are experienced in what you're talking about. You are an expert in what you're talking about. You have authority with the records and statistics, and it is creating trust to your audience. Exactly.
Storytelling.
Well,
we connecting it with the 4 aspects that tour operators want to hear.
yes, we have very big minds here. So some guys are using very big words. But to be, I love being real simple and exact. True. To me, I understand storytelling as telling those small real moments that make someone feel something. It doesn't have to be imaginary. It doesn't have to be something out of so many years you have experienced for so many years, but something that is real, that you have experienced even just one moment. Because what I realized, our clients, or the clients, the tourists, do not buy safaris as such. They do not buy tours as we advertise them, but they buy the version of themselves that they see in your story.
Exactly.
For example, when you say it was early in the morning after when we were doing a game drive, and then the elephant blocked our way, and then the guide told us to keep quiet and turned off the engine, the car engine, and then we were watching in air and we took pictures. This is telling the exact scenario that was happening. So when a client sees this, they are imagining themselves in that picture. And then they would feel like they would want to feel the same. To me, I think that's how I define storytelling.
Okay, online we have Alan. Alan says that she got an issue with the logos with Experience Uganda. And then Prince Timothy says that we need to look at there's an arm of tourism that we have forgotten, that is liberation tourism. I think Prince Timothy, we will need to talk about that. Members, did you know that no, that's Hassan actually. While Timothy was saying, once we know what we sell, things like logos, brands, and storytelling, etc. stand, I think. What do you think about that, Lynn?
That is right. Oops. I think he's saying the truth. That is. Okay.
You should know your niche.
You should know your niche.
Yes,
In other words, you should know your niche. What is your story, Aggie, about storytelling?
For me, I believe, actually, ma'am, I'm going to give an example that got me a client. So there's this thing behind scene. I don't know if you know, you can record something. Maybe you go on a trip, that the whole process of you going, you record it and you share it to your clients. So he had already sent an inquiry and he disappeared. So I could send him more videos about gorilla trekking, all the experience of Uganda safaris. It really attached him, like he came back because of that. So I feel like the moment the more you share the experience you're having, it really gets to them and you end up getting a client. So because of that, so I believe where the storytelling is actually the most important thing for you to do, they get more interested in what you're selling. So it's very important, and that includes for you to know what to sell.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to ask Dennis. Let's Talk Hassan is again here telling us that many people doing tourism industry, tourism, community tourism, need to see how to bring these stories to life. Because actually they really have good stories. Look at the Batwa community, like they really have those stories. How can somebody, as a tour operator, how can we bring out these stories? Because we need them as testimonials so that they don't look AI generated, but it looks a lively one.
Authentic.
Yeah.
So I will not fall away from the branch that my fellow team colleagues have said. It's all about capture those real-time moments, have them with you. If you cannot narrate the whole story, though I would not advise you to be so verbal when you're telling these stories, especially to a client. Written stories. Attach. If you write a story, have it brief, then accompany it with a video. A video makes more sense than even the words, because a video comes with emotions, emotional triggers and psychological triggers. So please, whenever you get a chance to go to these communities, local communities, do lives, recordings, keep them. When an inquiry comes, or you have your website, all your social medias, please put this content there. Give them good words. Write small good words that are readable. Don't write a full scope of words, because no one has that time, honestly. But I can get 2 minutes to watch your video. So have that interplay, words and videos. You'll get a good combination of that. So I think Hassan, your question has been answered very well for that point.
Wow. Thank you very much. Afrique Safari say thank you guys for this platform. We want to do the best for tour operators. And thank you those who have tuned us live, who are live on TikTok. And thank you for those who are tuning us on Faraja Digital Television. Again, this platform will be surely for us to learn how to make best our companies. And Lincoln says that storytelling connects more with authenticity. Yeah, Daniel, what would you say about that?
Now, yes, Lincoln, how are you, my brother? I hope you're doing fine. Lincoln is a very good guide right there. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a guide. He's one of the guides I normally use for my trips.
Okay.
And he's right for that.
Yeah.
Authenticity. We have so much plastic. We have so much plastic. By plastic, I mean we don't have authentic stories.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. We have the Batwa culture experience in Bwindi. But there's a time I took a client there, and these were their comments. And the client told me, this seems staged. It seems what?
Staged.
So it's like these people are acting, they are not the actual Batwa.
Yeah.
They have been coached on what to do, they have been coached on what to say. That triggered something in my mind.
Yeah.
To the point that right now I'm still skeptical about selling that experience. Why? I've not yet found something that is
Authentic.
How about we do this? I know I'm going to address the Uganda Wildlife Authority and Uganda Tourism Board directly.
Yeah.
I would request, if possible, can we get part of the forest reserve? Can we repatriate some Batwa back into the forest?
Yeah.
Of course,
under specialists, I see you have said this is a very good topic, and I think you could help us in this. Yes.
Under supervision, yes. I'm not saying they should be let to do what they want, but under supervision, can we repatriate some Batwa back in the forest? Because they have that authenticity when they are in the area, they know rather than in an area that is unfamiliar to them. These people grew up in the forest. These people know the forest. They know which herbs to use. They know what you get. Can we repatriate some of them, at least some part of the Bwindi forest, to give that authenticity such that it's not staged? Such that they can go back to, okay, let's allow, because I'm sure some of them would love to go back to the forest because they were used to it. Maybe if I'm wrong, correct me. But I'm sure some would love to go back. Is it possible to repatriate some such that we can create something that is authentic, something that is unique, that will bring, it's like how you see some of the tribes, the Ishbabi, what are they called? The ones in Tanzania? The Hadzabe. They are in their home area of understanding.
Their monkeys.
They are eating their monkeys and what? That is authentic. It is not staged. When you go to visit them, they are hunting, they are doing what? It is their livelihood. So can we give that back to the Batwa to create that experience that is immersive? Even in these other culture experiences, Ewafe Culture Village, it's something that is unique, it gives you a proper definition of what a homestay in Kiganda home looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Yes.
You know, we look at there are some people like the Loremi culture tour in Bulu.
Yeah.
Can we support them?
Yeah.
They have the Gisu in eastern Uganda. They are having the Imbalu this year. We all know Imbalu is always done on even number years.
Yeah.
That means the next one is in 2028,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we have something that promotes that? It's not staged because it has to happen.
Yeah.
Can we have people be a part of a family that's going to go through that process, that has children that are going to go through that process? That is what we call authentic. That is something that's not staged.
Yeah.
Because this client will be part of this family who are going to have their children circumcised,
Awesome.
and they are going to walk with them the entire journey of 5 days or 6 days, whatever
Until
it is.
they see the person
Until
being
they see the person
circumcised.
being circumcised.
Boom.
That is what we call authenticity.
Yeah. So somebody here says, again, Prince, I think, says that we have to do research. He says research is very vital. I want to give that to Dennis as he joins it with a travel specialist question, where he says most of the parts right now, the part that is missing out is there is a lot of unprofessionalism and people are competing. Yeah. So in research and competing, especially when we're talking to tour operators right now who want to see how can I not be a competitor to somebody. For example, like now, these are all different tour companies, by the way. And maybe on another podcast, it's you that I will invite or another person that I will invite, you know, that will be coming on Faraja Digital Television. So you who's watching us on Faraja, you know, how can we run this as a team? How can we run this as an academy that joins all the tour operators to see that we have the best?
Yes. So our travel specialist, thanks for that question so much. So literally in business, there's what we call co-competition. Co-competition is you cooperating and you competing, but you're not competing aggressively to kill each other. That means you are supplementing each other in the aspect of business. I believe all of us have different strengths and different weaknesses.
Yeah.
So what you can be good at, I might not be good at it, but there's an angle where I can be good at that area. So when we look at competition, especially in terms of tourism, I believe we have a lot to offer. With this team, we've been exchanging a lot of things, that we have a lot of biodiversity in Uganda. Okay, if Uganda fails, go to Rwanda. If Rwanda fails, Tanzania is there. I mean, you will have your competition in Uganda fighting your own for Tanzania instead of fighting fellow Ugandans for gorillas, if that is what you want. But in Uganda alone, we have a lot of things to compete for. So about research, it's all about you need to understand the dynamics of your business, because we all live by research. Every day we grow, we outgrow, and we change, we develop, we evolve, because we do a lot of research about several things that are related to our businesses and our country at large, because of course we have policies and all other nitty-gritties. So you have to do a comprehensive research for your defined niche that you had settled with. Let's say you want to do chimpanzee trekking. Within chimpanzee trekking, you have other supplementers you can add on, and you don't compete with me who is doing chimpanzee trekking alone.
Yeah.
For you now, bring your chimpanzee trekking and put in some culture.
Yeah.
If you see culture is also very heavy for you, you do chimpanzee trekking and some birding.
So travel specialist says that we should also redesign our itineraries beyond these monotonous packages that are similar, especially AI packages. You want to do storytelling, yeah? You want to do storytelling. You're getting it. I mean, this is very, very important. Look at what is that unique thing that you are bringing out as a tour operator. What is that unique thing that you can sell? I think you're very, very right as travel specialist in doing that. Timothy gives another insight where he says even when you go to Samburu, the Turkana, the Karamojongs, you know, those are authentic, you know, storytellings. Yeah, because somebody goes on your website and all that he sees is AI generated story. You know, images, you know. How actually recently I was evaluating someone's website and all the images that were on it were AI. I'm like, these are all AI pictures. So can't we get some authentic pictures, real life images? Yeah, if you don't want to share the ones that Uganda Wildlife is giving out, you know, why would you do that? So what do you say about competition on storytelling? Yes, Lynn.
About the AI whatever.
Yeah.
I think many of these tour operators don't want to visit the places, the destinations, and so they end up going to AI looking for.
So Joyce in Deflate actually saying that Tour Operators Academy should organize a farm trip so that we can go around the country. and I hope the producer from Faraja TV can move with us when we do this, so that the tour operators get the real experience. But it's very, very true. Yes,
we
please.
really need it. People don't have content.
Yeah.
Like real content.
Yeah. I think
So
she's
we
trying
can
to
do
mean
the
product
of
knowledge.
that.
But I think we will try to see how we can work on that as the Tour Operators Academy, really. But it all goes back again to us as a team, working together as a team. We want to bring this conversation to an end, but as we bring it to an end, I think I want us to bring it in the aspect of the guides. I want to give Aggie an opportunity to talk about what the essence of how do guides determine the story that you're telling as a tour operator, and also knowing which kind of guides that you are supposed to use that will bring for you. One, promote the brand.
Yeah.
And number two, give you the story.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So me, I believe that guides should be more informed than actually us tour operators, because for them, they are with our clients. For us, we are there operating, but for them, they are with our clients. So they're supposed to know what they are selling. It's very wrong for you to get a guide who doesn't know Uganda. For example, if you're having a trip to Uganda, you're supposed to get a guide that really knows where he's going.
Yes.
Sometimes you can have a guide, he doesn't know what, like, for example, we are going to Gwindi. He doesn't know anything about gorillas. That
Yes.
would be very wrong for you to have a guide like that. So for me, I feel like
They should know.
all the routes,
yeah,
you're
the
supposed to
routes.
have a story. For you to Windy, you have to have a story from here to Windy. You have to know things. You have to have a story about all the journey to Windy. So it's very important to have a guide who's more knowledgeable.
How can I
Yeah.
emphasize? I'm going to give Dennis that. Because that conversation is what people are having here online. They are saying that we don't have actually guides. We have just drivers. You know? So, yes.
Like
Yeah.
now they can be drivers as well, right?
Yeah.
But still sometimes you make a mistake for you to have a driver who is not a guide.
Yeah.
That is wrong.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to have a driver who is a guide. Yeah.
Ah, that's a very good
Yes.
one. A driver who's a guide. Yes,
Yes.
Dennis.
So to supplement about that, it's not that all guides are not professional guides. By the way, I'll re-echo this that guides are like, as we get the UTB license, are licensed and trained by recognized institutions, such as we know some training institutes which I will not talk about, but then also UTB itself licenses tour guides. So a point to take in this matter is, before you just find someone out of the blue, I can come there and tell you, man, I can drive, take me to that forest, I know everything. Reaching there, I don't know even what to deliver. But so to round it up, it's like you find recognized and licensed guides. They are there. Their portfolios are there on UTB license. If you want something professional, because here you not even need to explain anything to them. They know what they are doing. They are licensed and they are professional in whatever they are doing. They will
Awesome.
drive. They will guide.
When you talk about licensing and what, because I can see it's a very, very strong conversation. We have a very, very strong conversation as we are concluding this conversation, actually, our podcast today, on the drivers and guides. Ronick.
Yes, I think I will not be very different from my previous colleagues.
Yes.
What they are saying is very right. Agasaro is saying we have professional guides who have really undergone training and they are licensed.
Yeah.
And this is something that we should be looking out for. Other than you can see very many people even are commenting saying nowadays taxi drivers are tour guides. This started happening, when normally we get, especially those very budget clients who come and they want to do everything by themselves. So they find a taxi driver and then he tells them, he asks them, do you know this place? Can you take me to this place? And they are like, oh yeah, I can take you. And by chance, when they maneuver and get there, the following day they come back when they have certified themselves as guides. So they say we are guides. We have very many of this kind, and you find they are the ones who are actually killing even the tourism industry of Uganda, because they don't know what they are doing. They don't have right ethics. They are not trained. They just do their things casually. And so to a tourist, he thinks this is how Uganda is. This is how guides in Uganda do their things. That's how they are. So I think that's something to really, really take note of, our fellow tour operators. When you are setting out a guide with your visitors, be sure who you are sending out. Are they professional? Are they licensed? Me, the first thing I do before you come to me, because I normally get so many requests. I'm a tour guide, blah, 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 blah. First thing I ask, where is your license? And once I see your license and your license, I know you know what you do. Then we go into other criteria of screening. But it is very, very important to have professionals working in this industry. I think it is the biggest effort the Tour Operators Academy is trying to implement, that people should be professional, should be licensed, should be doing what they are sure of, not just WhatsApp brokers.
Thank you. I'm going to give just an opportunity to Daniel, because I know what they are talking about is actually what comes to you.
Okay.
Tour Operators Academy says that tour operators are broke, and that's why they go for cheaper packages, and then they go for taxi drivers. But that's also very important when we go to the place of obviously Timothy, who talks about licensing and the other things. So we are bringing all this to an end. Yes, I will try to see, Hassan, I will try to see how you will be invited in. And like we say, this platform is not for only us, the tour operators who are here. We are going to invite you as a tour operator. Yeah? And please make sure that you follow us on Faraja Digital Television. Make sure that you comment. Make sure that you share. Yes, Daniel, as we finish up.
Yes, as we finish up,
Yeah,
I just
and
want
I think we can roll it like this, so then we close up the
so
program.
just as we are I just want to supplement on something he
Yes.
said. Yes, the truth is this. I think this one we should send it to the authorities themselves. It is really a shame for me to go to Maction Falls. I'm on a game drive and the Sienta passes me when I'm in an extended. I swear to God, that is very unprofessional. And I don't know why they allow such cars to enter game drives. There was a video that circulated, I don't know if you saw it, during the rainy season. This Noah was on a game drive. Now, his car got stuck. Because it's not meant to be on a game drive off the main road. Because I understand, Maction Falls has that main road that passes through, to going to Pakwach and whatever. This guy went on a game drive in a Noah in the rainy season. We all know Maction Falls during the rainy season. Especially when you're starting, it's always, there's a lot of mud, number one, and there's a lot of that, that clay. So this guy started sliding. There were people in the car. There was a big trench on the right hand side. Extended cruisers were just passing. For them, they are built for that. I think Uganda Wildlife Authority, this one, I'm going to direct it. Please. Let there be a stop of such cars, casual cars entering the game drive section. Nuas, Sientas, Manyawa. Those cars are not meant to go there. Next thing you know, the clients who are in those cars are the ones giving us the bad reviews out there when they go. Why? They have used a person who's not licensed. And even at the gate, this one has come. They have not even produced themselves as a company. What are they doing in the game drive track? Because they have not entered the park as a company. What are they doing there in a Noah? What are they doing there in a Sienta, Manya in a Wish? What are they seeing? No, I think let us be, if we are talking about professionalism, even the guides and everything inclusive, let us attack these things at the source. Let us go back to the source. Which people are entering the parks, number one? Which cars are doing game drives? You see in Tanzania, Kenya, a Sienta, a normal SUV, you can never enter the park grounds. Where are you going? Who told you your car is allowed to go there? What if it gets stuck? Now you're going to stop other people to help you because you've brought a car that cannot even match the terrain where it's going. So just to sum it up, please, professionalism is important. Let us start from the beginning. Help us. Please help us cut down on such people who are entering the passing through the park is not a problem. Going on a game drive in a Sienta, no. Let us be professional about it and the intention to stop them.
If you are doing branding, Derek, in 30 seconds, let's close it up. And I think I'm going to close up because I see very many people still want to ask questions on live. Let me close it up on Faraja TV because that's the time they gave us. And then we shall have like about 15 minutes for us just to discuss this and close it up. Yes.
I will end briefly by saying, advising all other tour operators, upcoming and those running, to be themselves, to be real, to try to work hard to make sure they perfect whatever they are doing, to stop issues of copycatting.
Yes.
You copy what he's doing because the other one is doing well, let me do like him. Do yourself, try to be better at it, and then you'll deliver and your clients will come.
Build your own brand, in other words. Yes, Lynn.
As for me, my last remarks are about the good experiences. You know, our clients may forget the prices they paid, but they will never forget the experiences that you made them cover.
Yeah.
So please work on that, work on your brands, and let your brand stand out.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
That's a good one. Yes.
Yeah,
Agree.
my turn. So
Yes.
I believe if you work hard and you be authentic, please be authentic. It will help you. People will come to you because you are who you are, because they know what you're selling. And yeah, work hard, please. To operators, if you work hard, this is something I learned recently, that I have to work hard for me to get somewhere. So I believe if someone is there, he's like, I don't think I can do this. I believe you can do it if you work towards it. Thank you for this time you guys gave us, and we are so appreciative.
Dennis Agasaro, Safaris.
Yes. Thanks so much, everyone who has been on the podcast. Faraja TV, we appreciate this moment for airing us out. The views for the tour operators, people who are on live, Tour Operator Academy, we are very, very much appreciative of your efforts. And about my final remarks is, people, let's diversify. Don't die on one road. Like you see, there's a saying in Luganda which says, chameleon itafira kubale na all of tafira kubale mu. Literally meaning that a chameleon doesn't, when things turn around, it changes colors. So diversify, be resilient. I believe, yes, we're in the Ebola era. We were there in the COVID times. We survived. You didn't die. Yeah. Right now, even you not die. Yeah. I know cancellations are coming in, everything. Be resilient. Just diversify your portfolio. If Uganda has failed, man, try selling Rwanda now for this meantime. Also, we have other things we can sell.
Cannot fail.
Yes, I mean with Ebola. The Ebola, because that is out of our control sometimes. But if it has failed for now, try to advertise your sellings to different audiences. I mean, Tanzania, people will buy your Tanzania package. So let's embrace that. And my final words is thanks for everyone who has been on this live, and Faraja TV, we appreciate everything. Yeah, back to you, Julius.
Faraja Digital Television, thank you very much for giving us tour operators an opportunity to sell our destination Uganda and the different safaris. It is very, very important for us to have gotten this opportunity to sell what we love so much, our own country, to tell the world about how best our country can be. And for us as tour operators to learn from one another. We are not in competition, we are in complementation. Complementation, yes. That's the right word. That's the right word. So that's what we are focusing on. And so we want to thank you very much. For those who have not yet subscribed to Faraja Digital Television, it's on YouTube, it's on TikTok, it's on Twitter. Please just put Faraja DTV. Like, follow, because these teachings are going to be on that television. And for us as the Tour Operators Academy, we want to sign out for those who have been watching out. Thank you very much for tuning in. Catch up again next week, same time on Faraja Digital Television.